the best revenge is like you getting your paper, you getting, you know, you bossing the fuck up.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button and join the beauty gang. Also make sure your post notifications are on to all so you don't ever miss an upload from me. As y'all can tell by the title, y'all know what we're gonna talk about today. And today we do have a special guest. We have my best friend. Okay. Hello. I'm gonna leave her all her social medias and her YouTube channel down in the description box. Go hit her up because she lit, okay?
Go subscribe.
So, we're gonna talk about,
We wrote them down.
yes,
so we can stay on topic.
how to know if you're in a toxic relationship. We're going to talk about how to get over it. We're going to talk about the signs and how to level up after, and also some toxic friends because we got a lot.
Never done that, girl.
Okay, so
toxic friends is just as worse as toxic relationships.
Yes, girl, you got to cut them off.
Bitch, it took me years to cut off one toxic friend.
They want to use and abuse you. They don't support you.
Yes, but that's for the later.
Okay, we'll get into it later. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna talk about is basically how to know you're in a toxic relationship. So
yeah,
like, what are the signs that you like seeing, you know, to know if you're.
And I've been in a toxic relationship,
and I have too.
She's been in a toxic relationship. So what are the signs that you saw?
I'm gonna first say probably not good communication and just being negative. Like, you know,
yes.
you know that person is toxic for you. Like, you know, you need somebody to be positive. And I'm not saying it's gonna be some days that you're not gonna be able to be positive. That's just what life is. But we all have that
all the time.
All the time. It's an issue. It's an issue.
When I noticed I was in a toxic relationship, and I was like, when I was sad, I was always sad all the time. Like all the time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like all the time, but it's just like when you're sad more than happy, and you always just like just mad. It's all y'all always arguing about something stupid, and it just gets to the point where it's just like everything that person does like annoy you. I feel like,
yeah,
because I was sad most of the time in my relationship. Like I was sad, like she already know I was sad most of my relationships. And
you shouldn't be like, there's some days that you ain't gonna, you know, be feeling your partner or whatever, but when you're not happy, like, you know, you can tell, because you should be happy with that person regardless.
They should like, I feel like when you're in a relationship, that partner should like elevate you. They should, you know, mentally, like, physically, everything. If he's not adding to you, then sis, what are you having for? Like, I had to learn that the hard way though, because you know the signs of a toxic relationship, like even when you know the signs, like even if you know like, damn, this is toxic, like this shit is hurting me, it's hard to let go. Yeah, it's hard to let go. It's not gonna be years. Yeah, it takes years. And nobody, I'm gonna tell y'all this, nobody can ever tell y'all when you're ready. You have to be mentally ready to leave that relationship. Yeah. You know, you can't. It's so many times I used to be like, should I leave him? Should I this? Should I that? Should I that? And it really comes down to you, like whenever you're ready. Because a person can tell you a million times, like, yes, leave this nigga. Right. Yeah. But it's just like the signs of like a toxic relationship is mainly like when you just more, when you're, to me it's when you're more sad than you're happy, when you arguing more than you just like happy and like calm and like, you know. Yeah, especially when it's about little stuff you're arguing about. And like, you gonna know, trust me, you gonna know when you're toxic, like you gonna know when you're in a toxic relationship, because bitch, you're gonna feel that. Like sis, I feel that, like that shit stresses me out. Like it's going to stress you the fuck out. That's one sign. When you feel, when you feel like, damn, this relationship is work. A relationship should never, like, to me it's like, it's okay, it should be work, but it should never be like, you know, something where it's like it's draining you and it's taking away your happiness and it's stressing you out just to maintain it. Like, and love should never be a challenge. No, never. You're gonna find somebody out there that you don't have to question nothing, you know. But you do have to learn from those mistakes that you know. Yeah, this is something like I wouldn't regret, because because you learned from it. Yeah, I learned from it, but sis, I just know better. Like, I learned a lot from that. Like, I just know better. So the next relationship that I'm in, like, you know, I know how to, you know, move accordingly and box up, which is the next thing we'll talk about. This part is gonna be hard, especially like, you know, once you reach that point where you are done with that person. That, you know, breakup hurt.
So it's kind of like, you know, it's like, you know, you be depressed, you don't know what to do next.
I remember like being so like sad and upset. Like I was like throwing up, girl. I was like,
I wouldn't even eat.
Bitch, I was so sick to my stomach because we had broke up. Bitch, I was throwing up. I was so fucking sad. And I was sad for days. It took me like months, and that's when I decided, like, you know what, I'm about to just get up and go. Like, I had to leave Houston. That's how bad it was, y'all. I had to leave a whole city to get away, because like, it's hard. But for me, how to get over it is just finding something that makes you happy, finding something that, you know, you can spend your time and like put like everything into it, you know. Because once you start to focus on yourself, like, everything doesn't, like, all that shit just
won't even matter.
Won't even matter. Sis, the way that you can level up is, bitch, whenever you get like time or the money, like, you know, invest in yourself. Get your paper, just chase a bag. Like, that's for me, that's what leveling up is, chasing a bag. I think I was watching Leah J, and she was just like how you will lose several bags chasing a nigga.
Yeah. Lose yourself.
Yeah.
You be thinking about things that are not thinking about you. I wouldn't say like spending time in the house by yourself, because you know, when you idle like that, like you have nothing but to do but think and just have time and just like get out. Even if you don't have family, like she said, invest in yourself. And investing in yourself don't even gotta mean money. Like, you know, spend time with yourself.
Like for me,
get to know yourself. You know,
eating healthy. You know, like, you know, reading books, reading more books, you know, getting right with God, praying more, you know.
Definitely.
If you put God first, like, everything just
follows. And it's gonna be, exactly, it's gonna be in order. And God gives you so many warnings before destruction. Yes. So it's kind of like, you know, either you take the warnings and you like go with it accordingly, or you just ignore them. Exactly. But like, worse and worse.
Oh my God, y'all. Like, seriously, it didn't happen to me, but like, I know, like, God gives you signs, sis, and he will constantly keep giving you signs until you decide to like leave. Like, wake up. Like, wake up. And he's gonna make them worse and worse and worse. He's gonna make the sign bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah. You know, as far as in relationships, even within yourself and your family or in your friends, which, you know, we're gonna talk about the next toxic friends, but y'all need to get to a point where, like, you know, y'all are at peace with any and everything that happens. You know, life happens, you know, stuff happens. So find a place in your life where nothing upsets you, nothing makes you unhappy. You know, just find that peace. Like, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm okay with the outcome.
Learn to be alone. Learn to be, that's like, learn to just be alone by yourself and like love that. Okay, like, it took me a long time. Like, you know, it's a lot of people that I know that don't know how to be alone, and that they attach themselves to toxic people, and they stay with that toxic person because they just don't want to be alone. Like, they're comfortable with that. So just, you got to learn how to be alone. So whatever happens in that situation, if you find him cheating, if you find him doing this or doing that, you can be able to like, okay, bye. You can be able to walk away and be okay with that situation.
Next, we're gonna talk about toxic friends.
Bitch.
Lord.
Bitch. Seriously, we are our only friends, y'all. Like, we are our only friends. Like, like, toxic friends are just as bad as toxic relationships. Like, a toxic friendship can really like hurt you just as bad as a relationship can hurt you. Yes. And it's a lot of signs for a toxic friend that I know of. So I had a toxic friend where I didn't know she was toxic until like years later. But I would notice that she would call me, and every time she called me, it was like to borrow money, or it was to borrow money, or it was like she needed something from me. It was never like, how you doing, how the baby doing, how this. It was never that. It was always, oh, do you have this, do you have that, do you have this. So if you know it's a toxic friendship when one always take, it's not a give and take, it's always a take type of situation. And like, it was hard because I thought this person was like a sister to me. So it was hard for me to say, you know what, I'm gonna let it go. It's so many times where I was just like, you know what, you know, I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. Like, you know, I'd be like, you know, she would come to my life, she'd be like, oh, let's go out to eat. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, like, she wanna chill without, you know, ask for anything. And then like, you know, she'll follow up with asking for something. So I just really had to realize, like, okay, no.
Let's
like,
start burning your trust a little bit too.
Yeah, like,
definitely.
Like it wasn't a give and take type of relationship. It was a take. Like she was just taking from me, and you know, and we wasn't even hanging. I can see if we hang, like we always together. And like, to be honest, I'm the type of person that we always don't have to be together to be friends. Like we both grown, so I understand you got your shit, I got my shit. We don't have to be together, but just know like if anything happened, I got your back, you got my back type shit. But so it was never like, oh, she never hang out with me, but it was always like every time you call me, it's not like we don't talk about nothing. Yeah, it's not to check up on me. It's a oh, you want something from me. It's like, no. My experience was a toxic friend. I had this friend, you know, I ain't gonna say her name. She knows she knows who she is, though. I'm pretty sure she watches video. She always is. Anyways, basically, I had this friend. She ended up getting pregnant, having a baby, so the baby became my godchild. You know. So at the end of the day, if y'all know me, y'all, you know, if y'all been subscribing, I love kids. You know, I would do any. I don't care if they're my blood. I'm gonna break my back for them. And any parent knows I'm gonna protect their child. With, you know, with all means. When you have that friend, he has a child. This is no longer friendship anymore. Like you said, it's like a sister. You know, sisterhood, like family. I would trust her with my child. That's how much like she loved children that I would like trust her with my child. You guys know, like I'm so like attached to my baby. I don't let nobody be my baby. So if I let you watch my baby, then just know, like, exactly, I trust you. But what happened was, we had a disagreement, and I feel like friends have disagreements, you know, sisters have disagreements, but it's all about how you communicate to get yourself out of that. But at the end of the day, that child don't have anything to do with it. Nothing to do with that child is innocent in all things. So, you know, basically she ended up taking the child away. Oh, they can come over and all that extra shit. And that's one thing I do not tolerate. Once you burn me with that, it's over, because I be up all night changing diapers. I be keeping them when you gotta work. I be doing stuff when I don't have to do that, you know. I do because I want to. Exactly. Yes. And I cannot mess with it. I can't mess with it. I'm sorry, but I can't mess with it, you know. But yeah, basically that's my whole experience with a toxic friend. You know, you get so tied into it and they become family. So when they do stuff like that, it kind of like burns you and, you know, burns your trust, you know. But it prepares you, you know, it prepares you for other things, you know. And like you said, I wouldn't take anything back because it helps you. It helps you for the next situation. Like, I don't know if I would ever, like, cause it's hard. I feel like for women it's hard gaining friends. I feel like for niggas it's so easy. It's like, oh, what's up, dog? Oh, I like those shoes. I like those shoes, and they like their best friend. But for like girls, it's so different. Like, it's so different. Having true friends that don't have like ulterior motive. And bro, I didn't have friends, you know, the undermining freaking competition. Like, we friends. You don't have to be in. Why are you in competition with me? Like, I don't get it. What? It's no point. You're not my real friend. You're not, you know. If you're in competition with me, like, come on now, sis. Like, a real friendship is, you know, you're not in competition. Y'all helping each other. Like, y'all help each other get to where the hell y'all want to be. It's like, why are you? People don't know the real men are good friends anymore. And it's just sad. It's like sad because you really do become closer to that person, and then you just, it's like, you know. But you just have to really, like, for my friendship, it was just a give, like I was just giving too much. I remember like just giving her money. Like, I gave her money for something, and she was supposed to do this something, and she decided that she wasn't gonna do it, and still kept your money, and still kept my money. I'm such a giver, so it's hard because when you're like really nice and then like people take that shit like for like take advantage, it's like it's hard because you're a nice person. You want to just keep being like, you want to, especially when a baby is involved, like, girl, you know, you want to keep taking care of that baby. And like when the person, like when the person is spiteful and takes it, like, it's just so sad. I'm grown now. It's just like, you know, if somebody's meant to be in my life, they're gonna be in my life. And you know, I can't sit here and be so sad over it. Don't be afraid to cut them toxic friends off, y'all, okay? Don't be afraid to cut off any toxic people in your life. And if anything is disturbing your peace, sis, life is too short to have somebody that's negative around you. Like, sis, trust me, like, let them go. It's gonna be the best decision that you ever make. Just be happy within the things that, and I'm not even talking about materialistic things. I'm talking about just
like she just said, waking up and being able to breathe air and just know that you're alive.
Yes,
like, you know,
there's so many people that wish they was alive that's not here today. I want you guys to know that don't feel like you need like to have friends or you need to have, like, it's okay to be alone. Like I keep saying this because I dealt with that. I dealt with like, I didn't cut off that friendship. Like I just let her keep taking and keep taking. Like you guys, I was giving her so much money, so much time. Like I was doing so much for her, and it's because I felt like I needed that friendship. Don't ever feel like you need a man, you need a toxic friendship. You need, like, no, you don't need none of them.
It might hurt, but the longer you stay in it, the longer, you know,
the longer it's gonna stress you out, sis. You gonna lose yourself within all that.
So I guess that will wrap up our video. Y'all learned a lot. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video. Make sure y'all follow my best friend and subscribe to her channel because she'll be getting litty over there, okay? Always make sure you be you, and be beautiful. Bye, beauties.
Bye.